Welcome, one and all, to the greatest puzzle talk show. I'm your host, Mike. You may recognize me from my role as Superman's cape. I'm here today on location at Cure Z. You might notice that I'm in a bit of a different background setting. This is actually, we thought we might give you a preview of the Game Master area. This is where all the games are run. This is where, we have control of everything. And also, happy early New Year's. Does anyone have any New Year's resolutions? We're just a few days away from 2020. It's all coming together. And I'm not here by myself today. I'm joined by the man behind it all, and today, Game Master. It's Tone. Hey, Tone. How you doing?
Hey, guys. It's me. It's Tone. I'm here. We are absolutely slam-packed in the Poconos today. We are currently sold out until the evening, which is awesome. But this is to be expected. This is kind of always how it is for the holidays. Every week since we've been open, between Christmas and New Year's, it's literally like jam-packed. You can't get in. So, it's all hands on deck. And then what's funny is as soon as the New Year, situation is over, we have corporate events. Including the one in Connecticut where, we've got to literally bring absolutely every single member of our team out with the exception of one person left behind to run, that location. So, we have a slammed new year, between corporate events and parties and catering and event. It's basically just, my head is still spinning. So, welcome to 2020.
Welcome to 2020 indeed. Breaking news in our Puzzle Talk segment. We have a new format that we're going to be working off of from this day going forward. Normally, each Puzzle Talk we try to shoot for the 45-minute hour mark. From here on out, we're going to be having half-hour episodes of Puzzle Talk. So from 1 to 1:30, you have our attention, and hopefully we have yours. And we have a great list of topics today. I'm never going to get used to the inverted left and right. It's going to bother me. We have a great list of topics today, starting with celebrity plays all the way to game length, money in an escape room, another trailer review, and then we talk about our New Year's resolutions because the New Year is right around the corner and we're going to get into it. First topic of the day, we're just going to hop right on into it, is celebrity plays. This isn't a topic that I've wanted to get into. Like, it's not a topic that I've wanted to get into, but I'm not going to say that I've been actively avoiding it either. It's everywhere. You look up escape room news, you look up escape room this, escape room that, the past couple of weeks, and you will read Tom Holland and Will Smith met for the first time playing an escape room at Escape Hotel for their co-stars in the new movie Spies in Disguise,
which they never met each other on set for.
Did not meet each other on set at all. It was all voice recorded. I think Tom recorded his voices first. Will came in and did his after, and then they met up in an escape room. Redeeming factor about that. Also, I don't know if you can see this, Tone. Check this out. This is my new favorite picture of Tom Holland because middle of the escape room, Will Smith scared him.
Yeah, no, did you watch the video?
I ended up watching the video.
I watched it on my own personal time, and it was literally like, it was absolutely hilarious. Tom Holland has no idea how to play an escape room, and Will Smith just goes in like, all pro at everything he does, and just houses it, and is like just kicking ass through the whole thing, and Tom Holland's just left like, wait, we're done? You solved it? It was also, I've always wanted to get a good look inside of Escape Hotel.
I don't want to say that it was like not a good like escape room or that it looked bad, but it looked a lot smaller than what I was like kind of used to reading about with Escape Hotel. I thought maybe the set would be a bit bigger.
They have some of the coolest trailers in the industry for their games, and what was really funny to me was that watching them play, I was like, this doesn't represent the trailers. They are very 2015 style games.
Yeah, I could see
I
that.
was a little shocked about that. Their lobby is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, and the guy that came out with the top hat and the whole suit with the face makeup, like it looks like they have the potential to really go in on
Adam just said I missed out on Angelina Jolie and her kids. If you actually look through our Puzzle Talk videos, you will find an episode where we did cover Angelina Jolie and her kids playing. But regardless, the this one with Escape Hotel, it was this was in hotel. Wait a minute, really? Oh, this was in Harlem, New York. Okay, gotcha. I remember Mike DiLorenzo and I had a conversation one time about how you could very easily convert a hotel into an escape room.
Yeah, I think that was the goal with like Windward Hotel.
Windward
and everything.
Hotel was literally that, but we were using a whole floor.
Yeah,
you weren't just playing in one game or one room, and that's kind of Escape Hotel just used every individual room of an old hotel as a different theme of a game. But their lobby is fantastic. It'd almost be worth just like, I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to casinos. And
as a kid, huh?
As a kid, I couldn't gamble.
Yeah.
But I love to just go into the lobby and look around.
It is like kind of like intoxicating when you walk into like a casino lobby, just with all the lights, all the really like the decor.
There was one in Atlantic City that had like a whole gold mine rush theme.
I see that a lot popping up actually.
And, I used to love to just sit by all the different stuff inside and look at. I guess it was one of the first inklings of my love for like set design and theming and stuff like that. Because literally since I was a little kid, like little kid, I used to love to look at that stuff. And parents could go gamble for hours, and you just find me next to like the gold mining section of the theme,
just looking at this thing. He's not even gambling, just looking at everything.
Yeah, no, just looking at everything. That was always cool to me. So I would love to even just see their lobby. But watching the two of them play together, it was hilarious. I mean, they were kind of separated for a great deal of it, but Golden Nugget, yes, you're right, Adam.
I missed out on something. What was the Golden Nugget?
The casino.
Oh, that's the casino?
Thing, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So, I think the funniest thing about that was that with them being separated is that they didn't see each other for most of the movie. Now they get to an escape room. They're meeting for the first time. It's like, all right, spread apart.
Yep.
It's just you could not avoid the news of them playing an escape room together. It overshadowed every other thing. You know, Vanessa Hudgens played an escape room for her birthday recently.
Dude, it's Will Smith.
And Tom Holland. I can't even be mad about that. But
aha.
Stop. No, you're fired. We're moving on.
No one can fire me.
Game length for.
Can, I guess.
Damn it. For this topic, we like to dig deep sometimes on the many social media sites where business owners and enthusiasts gather to talk about things that they love and they hate about the industry, as well as looking for advice. One bright-eyed and bushy-tailed Reddit user and business owner is looking to get into the escape room industry and ask the question, how long does an escape room have to stay alive for before switching themes? A conversation that we've actually been having the past couple of weeks or so.
Mike, you gotta stop moving your chair. You're killing everyone online.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stay very still. I'm gonna stay very still for the audience. I make these sacrifices for you guys. Anyway,
it's the rollers. It's rolling all over the floor.
I have a good chair in the back. I have a chair that works just fine in the back, and I insist on sitting on this one because it has the big cushy back.
He says that. Meanwhile, last week he knocked into the speakers and the headsets, and a couple weeks ago at the Game Master station, he knocked into the DVRs. Mike is literally incapable of staying still.
I am not a clever man. But
it's not cleverness. It's you just can't stay still.
I really can't. It's the anxiety. It swells up, and I need to just release.
Oh, shut up. Moving on.
It's the swelling of the anxiety.
Adam
anyway, so
said he's seen games last as long as 4 years.
You know what? Our average Adam has actually been roughly 2 years or so. We'll keep a game alive, and then we'll start cycling it out.
For us,
yeah. But something that we've noticed recently, which is interesting, is that our game Witch Hunt can't be killed. Witch Hunt can't stop. When no matter what we do, we haven't done anything to like purposefully kill it, but it stays high up in sales. It's probably one of the most popular games we've had open. And Tone, how long have we had that game open for?
Witch Hunt opened in 2017.
So it is.
So it's heading into its third year now.
heading into its third year, and it's still making those same sales, right?
Witch Hunt was right through the holiday season a sold out powerhouse. It's and everyone who comes out of that game still thinks that like it's got amazing, crazy technology, and the set design is amazing, and like everybody gets so swept into the theming, and it was one of those scenarios where we did so much homework before opening that game that we knew kind of going in, you know, we're going to literally recreate a home from the 1600s. We're going to find a template. We're going to, you know, redraft the blueprints, and we're going to, you know, find a bunch of reference photos, and we recreated a home from the 1600s. But so much care went into the design of that game. And it was smaller. So smaller by our standard. It's still like 1,000 square foot game. But, you know, for so many people that go to play it, they're used to, you know, the 1 to 2 room 1 hour games. And that's still 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's about 4 or 5 rooms.
It's about 5 rooms plus hallway.
Okay.
And, you know, it's just, it's bigger than they expect. It's incredibly atmospheric. And there's little things that we did in that game. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but for anyone who knows, like, the crying scenario and stuff like that in the game, that just resonate. You know, it's like we go through so much effort to scare people intentionally in Boogeyman.
Yeah.
And with Witch Hunt, it's like one audio effect, and people are peeing their pants.
Quite literally.
So it's just, and everything in that game perfectly fits the story. For years, it was one of the market standouts of New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah. It just left the list, actually, like a month or 2 ago.
That's insane. I mean, probably because now it's heading into its 3-year mark, but still, like, with the sales that game has. Which, it blows my mind because even,
It outsells our new games.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. Our biggest attractions, Freak Show and Cure Z,
Yep.
It absolutely blows them out of the water. There's no... There's not even a comparison that we can make. Cure Z and Freak Show, sure, they definitely sell and they definitely make money, but 3 years of Witch Hunt. So, to answer the question of the Redditor...
well, I think the better way to put it is Witch Hunt makes the same amount of money as Freak Show and Cure Z on a quarter of the budget.
That's true. And, like, not half, but way less of a ticket price as well. Or at least it did at one point before they dropped prices.
It's you know, you can't count holiday sales.
No, definitely not.
But for the entire year, you know, you got to factor in when you've spent over $200,000 on Freak Show and you spent $30 on Witch Hunt, and Witch Hunt makes the same amount of money at the end of the year.
That's true, and it's absolutely insane that it still keeps doing that, though.
So, yes, 2017 holiday season, it was a total powerhouse. 2018 holiday season, it was sold out nonstop. 2019 holiday season, it was sold out nonstop.
You're right, though. I was looking at the booking for that the other day. It's been crazy.
Holiday seasons that game has run for now. 3 years of Witch Hunt over the holidays, and literally, it's unstoppable still.
Massive shout out to the workers down at Motown, the game masters at Motown, for having the energy to keep that game alive through this crazy holiday season.
It's also the easiest game to maintain and reset.
That's true, because it doesn't have a whole lot of, like, the
whole game has 2 magnet wires.
That's true. There's, like, no automation in that game at all. It's just all, all right, close the door.
You know, because in the 1600s, you wouldn't have, you know, anything sophisticated technology-wise, so all the tech really goes into, like, the magic, but most of that stuff is plug and play. And it was built at a time when we didn't have the automation ability we do now.
That's true. This is before we hired on, like, our engineers and our
it was
some
a
of our
totally
set
different
designers.
ballpark. We did that on you know, the equivalent of a shoestring compared to now. And yeah, Witch Hunt's just unstoppable. So game length, it always just comes down to popularity. You got to figure also, though, what's your market? Are you in a major city? Are you in a small town destination? It's always going to depend on that stuff, too.
So to answer your question, Redditor, throw something at the wall, and if it sticks, it sticks. And with that, we're going to move on to our next topic. $11 million UK escape room investment. Diving into the community, we're going to take a look at a business that got some serious funding for their electronic theater escape room. This is an incredibly interesting concept to me, as I've always been a big fan of VR. However, this isn't technically virtual reality. It's kind of like augmented reality, kind of not. Up to 6 players step into a light box with interactive walls with different images and games displayed on them. Players will wear a visor with what looks to be a sensor on top, and the company is looking to take the UK by storm by 2020. Now, these guys got about £9 million in an investment for this game, which roughly translates into 11 million US dollars, which is an insane amount of money into an invest in a game. I think we could fund like 3 or 4 of our games, probably more, definitely more, because I'm bad at math. With that kind of investment, and it's an interesting concept because we've seen augmented reality in escape rooms. We've seen complete virtual reality set escape rooms. Even the trailer that we're going to look at later has a bit of virtual reality to it. This game is kind of different, where the walls with the images displayed on them are really interactive. They have the motion sensor on top of the visor so that they can tell where you are in the room. It's hard to say whether or not, based off of the preview that I saw from the video, whether it's an escape room or some sort of an investment, or some sort of not an investment, a different style game.
Hey, can we help you?
We're going to be taking a quick break. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the interruption. A customer walked in and we had to treat them. As I said earlier, we are crazy this holiday season, and of course we can't have customers on the stream. But yeah, so this is a really interesting concept for a game. Interactive walls, crazy things projected onto said walls where you can interact with the things projected onto it. Any thoughts on this one, Tom?
I don't think we know enough.
Like, as in what sense?
Like, what this actually even is.
It describes itself as an escape room, but yeah, even I agree with you, because I'm not too sure if it's an escape room or if it's a series of minigames, because it's just light projected on the walls with interactive motions and stuff like that. So it's incredibly hard to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say flag this topic for follow-up at a later date. We know nothing about it.
That's fair. All right, flagging this up for topic at a later date. If anyone else has any more information on the, once again, $11 million investment in this room, like, I'm not too sure what it is, but there's a lot of trust being put into the setup of this game. So if anyone out there knows more about this, please throw it in the comments. We'd love to hear if anyone has that information. And I guess it's a good time to move along as we're coming along towards the end of our show. So we're going to move on to our next segment, Trailer Thoughts. I love this segment. It's one of my favorite segments. Where am I? Where are we? Oh, there. And we have Tone in this frame because we're going to be talking about this trailer. This trailer comes to us from Lunabeat Games. They have a trailer for us and for you to review. This is a virtual reality escape room called Paranormal Detective Escape from the 80s. Tone, I have a feeling you're going to really like this one.
Oh, God.
For our viewing pleasure, Escape from the 80s.
I'm ready.
Yo, dude, you have to help me. I've been trapped in here by a gnarly evil robot. don't know how to get in here, so you can save me. But there should be some clues in my old room. You gotta explore all my radical stuff and figure out how to get me out of here. Wait, before. Oh no. Dude! Run! Before it gets you too! Yo, dude, you have to help me.
That was that
Lame.
was Escape the
Lame.
80s Paranormal Detective.
Lame.
Really?
Lame.
Not a fan at all, I take it.
No.
No? I thought you were going to enjoy the whole 80s theme of it. It was very... Dude! I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy that and I'm going to play it. Join me on my Let's Play channel. No, I'm joking. I don't have one of those. Alright, I'm done with the chair. But, so that was Escape the 80s, Paranormal Detective. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this trailer. We know how Tone feels about it, so with that, we're actually going to roll
That
over...
was so ridiculous.
I thought it was fun. Alright, so with that, we're going to roll into our last topic, which isn't really a topic, it's more like an announcement. It's time for some New Year's resolutions. Happy New Year from Trapdoor! Woo! So, in a couple days, we're going to be leaving 2019 behind us and springing forward into 2020. Trapdoor has gone through a ton of changes in the past year. 2019 was a massive year for Trapdoor Escape Room, and we'd love to share everything that we've gone through with you guys, as well as conversations with our other game masters. Maybe we'll get to look at some of our games that have either gone or come in 2020. So tune in this Monday coming up, correct? This Monday coming up at 8 p.m. where we go live.
Eastern Standard.
Eastern Standard, where we go live for Trapdoor New Year's. You'll see myself, you'll see Tone, you might see some other people, and we're going to talk about some of the great things that we've gone through this year. Tone, what's your New Year's resolution for this year, personally?
Personally, you caught me off guard with that one. What is my New Year's resolution personally? You know, I didn't get there yet.
No, still not quite there?
I honestly don't know. I've been so tied up in Freak Show and our off-site events and new departments being added to to the company for 2020, and then every minute I'm not at work, I'm dad. So I got nothing. What about you?
So I have this issue where I literally never follow my New Year's resolution. Last year,
So it's pointless.
Yeah, my resolution last year was to eat healthy, and we see how well that's gone. So for 2020, my resolution is to not change a damn thing. I'm perfect. I'm gonna stay the way that I am. Because the joke is I don't stick to my resolutions. So therefore, by reverse psychology, I'm going to change everything about me. It's clever. Join us next Monday, where we go live in the morning, or rather at 1 p.m. for our next episode of Puzzle Talk, and then tune in at 8 o'clock at night for Eastern Standard Time for me and Tone to go over New Year's at Trapdoor. I'm Mike. That's Tone. Say bye, Tone.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Have a great New Year's Eve. We won't see you until 2020, so this is the last show of 2019. We value all of you as our viewers. Thank you so much for comments week to week and everything in between. And it's been a fun year.
See you next decade.